They are throwing the double melee top, so probably hoping to just dive on Vermilion.
Could work. They have to land their CC, right, though?
Yeah, it's going to be a little difficult just because Tinder can heal and shield him and things of that nature. Really prevent you from landing the killing blows.
So I feel like I have a lot of personal experience with ESKT Wolf, and I don't think I've ever seen him play Nikolai.
Oh wait, that's Wolf on Nikolai? I didn't even realize.
I am surprised and excited to see how he performs. He's doing some good dance moves right now, but that's for show. Let's see what happens when the...
Let's see if he can really do the John Cena that we all need.
Yeah, exactly. I love the Vermilion Tinder top lane though. It's personally my favorite.
I hate it. I hate it. I know you guys on ESKT love Tinder, but my personal video of that lane is that it is really annoying. I hate laning with it. Or against it.
Oh, and Plunder versus Plunder instantly coming out to...
Yeah, in mid lane, Plunder already pushing, we met on Tinder to their tower and missed a bunch of CS, and then BLC immediately going to Ancients to pick up some money there.
I'm liking the, you know, like Zingod and you guys were saying earlier last cast, I'm really liking these jungle strategies coming out. There's actually starting to be a little bit more prominent in pub matches as well, which I'm excited to see.
Yeah, you know, something that doesn't really take you that long sometimes, and the easy source of gold, so more people are picking up on that.
Yeah, the leeching of the Ancients is the strategy that I've seen a lot of people do right now.
I mean, one strategy I did with Ray specifically was have the Ray put 2 mines at the Ancients, and then we cleared the wave mid using 1 mine, and I think I was playing bow or something at the time. We just cleared the wave and ran to Ancient. Yeah, it worked pretty effectively. Right now a bunch of back and forth lanes though. The top lane actually not doing as bad as we thought it would have been.
Yeah, and if we look down at bot lane, anyone that's been following KYPS, which is Know Your Place Zone, they aren't participating this week, but
there's an engage on mid lane. Dale getting caught by the IAW there, but he's gonna make it out barely alive, and that's Nevermore actually on Loliet there. He almost went down, as did Wolf, but they potted up to safety there. You may continue.
Back to bot lane, Ganser's actually been known to play a lot of Moxie in the previous Gods of Strife, so really good comfort pick, and I'm excited to see how well he does against Harrower, who's been known to be a premier bot laner.
Yeah, the only problem I see with that matchup down there is like once Harrower picks up that dampening cloak, it's like really hard for Moxie to do anything unless he's an arcane emblem. But if Moxie doesn't get some sort of escape when that happens, like Harrower can just kill him. So he has to build 2 items to really counter it. So it becomes kind of an issue. I think he's going straight for the emblem though. What it looks like.
Good engagement top lane.
Face down here. The tank's really doing their job right now of bullying him, best of their ability.
I think Chalice would work on Moxie in the bot lane.
Yeah, I like Chalice, but the only problem is I think Healing Rod right now just outclasses it overall.
I would have to agree with that.
I think it's also cheaper if I'm not mistaken. Although slightly, probably about 100 gold or so.
It certainly does scale into the late game much better.
Yeah, his mana costs are set, and then the power of the healing rod increases, so eventually it will heal you more no matter what.
Not to mention you can use it on allies as well.
So I think top lane, the double melee seems to be really effective, actually pushing them to their tower. I mean, right now they still are a little bit behind in the lane, not too much, just because of Tinder's Plunder, but I think that's like one of the few things that can actually deal with that lane is the 2 melee that dive in and don't let them poke them down. In lane, another engage here. Shin almost getting caught out there by Nikolai, but he does dash to safety. Picking up Rocket Boots is his first item. Very wise decision against that lane. We also now see Moxie being pushed to his tower, as Harrower just was. Harrower hitting 6, so Not as much of a power spike as it used to be due to the recent nerf. If anyone would like to explain that.
Oh, hair result?
Yeah, the pretty significant nerf, I would
Basically,
say.
before I think he got an instant like crit or something. Is that how it worked?
Yeah, it was on his ultimate. Every 3 attacks you do 150% bonus damage, I think. Or 150% damage, so 50% bonus. But it would proc right when you shapeshifted.
Or was that
Another
bug, or
fight
was
in
that
mid.
intentional?
Synergy getting caught by the end of Nikolai's Q there. And also into the Aya ultimate. He will go down there. Nice play from BLC.
I don't play a lot of Hairware, so unfortunately I couldn't help you out with commenting on that.
Yeah, I don't know the exact number, but I know that he no longer can jump on your face at 6 and do a ton of damage without using mana.
I do know that Moxie did get a nice little change too on her Q. So,
It's a he. It's a he.
oh, on his Q, yes. It's gonna help him scale a little bit better into the late game. He's been known to do a lot of AoE magic damage with his ultimate and W, but his Q was a little bit lackluster scaling into the late game, so they added it with the ability to actually bounce depending on how many stacks your Q target has. So if they have 1 stack, people around it will it'll deal 25% damage of your Q, and that will stack all the way up to...
Another engage on
4
top
stacks.
lane. Vermilion getting caught by the Claudessa Q there. Bastion getting a nice stun as well, but the plant doing so much damage. Oh, Vermilion getting killed by the Bastion ult there, but Bastion goes down in exchange. So a 2-for-1 trade for BLC.
That
Definitely in
Tinder
their
plant is so
favor.
strong.
I also noticed that Gantzer on Moxie down there got a Crystalline Shiv of Perfection as his first item. Now, a lot of people have been doing math on that item, or have in the past, and shown it to be really gold inefficient unless you're above 90%. And I guess with the addition of the Perfection enchant, further makes it not as gold efficient. Especially in a lane where, you know, you're constantly trading with someone, you're not going to be at full hit points.
Yeah, definitely interesting pickup, and a nice roam by BLC Lala to roam down and with her plunder available and pressure this bot lane.
Oh, Synergy coming in with a stun on the Blue Mango, and then the follow-up from the ultimates is just going to blow him up and take him out of the picture.
Not too sure Mango was able to blink before his death there. Great rocket boots by Synergy coming straight out of the darkness.
Problem though is right now we met on Tinder at quite a big deficit going into more of a mid-game here with more rotations. Still quite early though, so they might be able to swing it back, but I mean early game is supposed to be their strength, and right now they're definitely not having their early game go the way they need it to.
And speaking of rotations, we do see Wolf gearing up to gank top lane with Tinder baiting in the fight.
Oh, a missed ult by Vermilion, and the Wind Rush coming out from Darkover is going to put him to safety there.
Yeah, it was a premature ult by Vermilion. I feel like he should have waited until Nikolai had an ultimate target and then followed up after the pickup.
I think Wolf also showed himself just a tad too soon there as well.
I also want Crystalline Shiv.
I'm really surprised to be seeing that as much. I guess on Aya it's a little bit better because she can heal herself. She's usually always in the back line.
She also decided to go with Wit instead of Perfection, which I believe does make it a little bit more efficient.
Yeah, I think
turns that cut off a little bit lower.
Oh, Bo going down bot lane, the gank onto Mango again. Mango with a little nice juke there, but he tried to push him out of the Aya ult there, but he missed it. However, Gantzer still having his ult will finish it off. Almost got away. Very nice ultimate by Aya there.
Poor Mango, starting to feel the camp.
Yeah, I mean, Wit gives you half of the power, and it can actually increase your mana from Perfection, and I think they're around the same gold cost increase. So, like, Perfection just not gold efficient at all.
So Wit's just a flat, like...
Well, it's 4 max on HP. Oh, another gang on the mid here. Fortunately, they don't have any mana to follow up on the Aya there, and Wolf is just bullying them away, keeping her safe.
Yeah, during that discussion, we also did see Vermilion go down in top lane. The Claudius and Bastion are getting to a point where they can't really be poked
Yeah,
down
I'm just
too quickly.
watching this. Tinder attempts to knock him off the tower there with auto attacks, but they both don't care.
Yeah, and Vermilion's not to the point where he can actually deal damage. He just decided to go with Thundercaller first, which is going to help with his wave clear.
Ooh, Wolf headed up top lane, catching Dark over there, but does not go on it.
And Wolf going almost a full defensive build. Normally you see a little bit of power coming out from Nikolai's, but he's definitely going to be a force to be reckoned with later in the game.
They're trying
Kinda weird
to
that he didn't build
3v2
Wind
top
Rush.
lane. Oh, sorry, go ahead, Singad. I talked over you.
Oh, I said it's kind of weird that he didn't build Wind Rush on. Seems like he would be the one to get it on their team.
Aya going in on Ray there, but W not in the best places. Ray is going to escape. Like
Dude,
Bo's
they're
trying to
coming
follow
around.
in for a kill here. But they're going to go on the chase, actually. Moxie coming up as well. Pretty pinched right now for Aya. Yeah, pretty handily. Bo using his ultimate just to ensure her death. And Ganser will get there for an assist as well. Up top lane, Nikolai getting ult onto Isaac, and Darkover getting pulled on by Tinder there, but they are splitting focus here, and it looks like they both might live. Oh, the heal coming up from Tinder. Very last amount of her mana there to finish him off.
Yeah, good turn by Tinder. Kind of felt like she could have turned a little bit sooner when she knew she couldn't kill Bastion, but turned out not to be an issue.
Yeah, had Bastion waited just a tad longer for Isaac to get in range there. Odessa, that is, for the shield. I believe they both would have lived. Oh, Synergy going in for the Vermilion there. Gets an easy kill as well, but their TP boots from Tinder. Trying to stave him off, but it's a little too late there.
So it seems even like they try to shut down Mango, but he still has a higher GPM than his Moxie.
Enemy missing top.
Yeah, which really
Moxie
proves that Ganser really isn't, farming very well. I can't think of any other explanation.
Well, he was also pressured pretty hard, and now he can't really hurt Harrow too much because they live over Arcane Emblem, so the damage he deals is negligible. As Mango jumps on him, I'm saying this. But Ganser just pretty much has to run away in most of these situations. And Aya coming down for a roam as well. Ganser in a pretty bad position here, but he does bound her a little bit to safety, but the Wolf slowing him down. Lands his ultimate to slow the chase. But he's turning around to go back in the bush there. I think he's baiting for a Bo. Aya almost finishing him off here. Now Bo getting a cleanup onto the Aya.
On my way.
That cat, I would definitely say, has 9 lives.
And that was
That
an
would be one of them.
amazing ultimate by Dahlier. Well played.
Well played landing every single one of his.
Yeah, I don't know if that was a bait or an accident. Now Synergy chasing Wolf here, but
Enemy missing top.
Wolf just a little bit faster. Been overextending, and now
Oh, he's getting a little
Vermilion
bit too
and
thirsty.
Tinder are there. He is going to go down for that one.
Great choice by Wolf to run to his teammates instead of back to base.
Yeah, Ray's ultimate was about 2 seconds from coming up there, so
Enemy missing.
even though Nikolai was faster, he was eventually going to die unless his team was there.
Yep.
But when engage on top lane, Isaac wind rushes, or Darkover wind rushes. They both have it now. I don't know who used it, but tried to go in on that Vermilion there, and Tinder teleports up to help him now.
Ooh, we see Aya ulting bot lane to try to help out the fight, but seems
So
like he
Ganser
missed.
now in a bad spot again. W doing a ton of damage, as are the elementals now. As you can see, I believe they buff their damage, and they just chase you and get about 2-3 autos off before you're out of range now.
Yeah, they scale like movement speed as they attack. I think that's how it works, right?
They get a tapering movement speed buff as they're spawned, so they can get to whoever they're spawned on immediately.
Oh, so
The
they
tower is
slowly
going to go
speed up.
down from Ganser's death there. I have been doing a lot of roaming here, actually. I mean, he's lowest gold on his team at the moment, but he's been doing some of the most, just, you know, due to his ultimate and how much he's roamed bottom.
And we see Synergy looking to make a stun onto probably the.
Oh, he gets
there.
scouted out by Tinder there, I think. Wait, is he on the cusp of that
think
site?
he's
I
on
think he's
the
on the
AoE.
cusp.
Oh,
So initiation going on. Vermilion getting his ult off. It's cancelled, but eventually gets it off. They kind of disengage from Tinder there, but Synergy getting the cleanup. Oh, he's still going in there as well. A little risky. Vermilion getting a nice little Thundercall proc there as well.
see Mango doing the.
And now
Pulling
Aya
those
coming
away.
up top lane as well. Oh, ultimate hitting all 3 members of We Met on Tinder, but they're all going to jump right on her. Attempt to blow her up here, but she will live, as will Darkover at about 1 HP, it looks like. Got Rocket Boost to safety as well. Ooh, Isaac overstaying just a little bit to kill Elemental, but he also has a Wind Rush to get out of there. Now bot lane, we see Mango getting ulted into the wall there, point blank. A little extra
That was a little interesting
sticking
crease
out.
right there. Yeah.
Yeah, that's... I never knew that. That was probably not his intention, but he's probably happy that it looked cool.
I'm sure Daly knew what he was doing there. Completely planned.
Now the Boldir going to be taken here, but Synergy is going to go over there to check it out. They're both very low on BLC there, but Woof still a little high, trapped in the stun field. Bringing Dark over towards his team there. Both's going to go down there to some nice CC usage.
Yeah, I believe that was more of an kind of a desperation ultimate to try to get him away from the enemy team, but Nikolai's ult doesn't actually travel that quickly.
It's actually based on his movement speed slightly.
Oh,
Yeah, if you have
Today I
teleport
learned.
boots and like a Zealous Blade, you can move your ultimate a lot faster. It's not a lot, but I mean it's enough to where it is faster. Organs are going up top lane to contest with those Ancients. All of We Met on Tinder is there actually. We're gonna group up for a 5-man push in mid. Tinder is splitting off bot lane though, has Plunder and probably her plant, but she does use as I say that. Gangster is on the way to defend that, however.
and the rest of BLC's team is just kind of watching their mid tower die and then going back to farming while Tinder's really.
Ooh, Isaac going in hard for a chase here on the Tinder. Does give up though.
Normally, when you see an objective being taken that you can't contest, instead of watching the enemy team do it, try to find another objective to take, such as
Ooh.
jungle camps.
A little skirmish going on bot lane here. Darkover doing a nice zone there. Dale getting another amazing ultimate actually on 2 members of BLC. Oh, the pull catching Aya down there on her own. He is going to go down. Now Tinder in a very bad position, getting tops there for a slow, and this pretty much sets them up to do a Syndara here, if they so choose to, which they do not.
Yeah, we're really starting to see the power of We Met on Tinder's team. Their team fight is just way better right now.
I think it will be at all points in the game. I think it's really up to BLC to split push and out farm at this point. It was a very interesting decision of them to not go for Syndara there as well, considering, you know, 2 members down, all of them quite healthy, and they do have Bo's Totem to keep them healthier at Syndara there. A great stun by Synergy there to keep Wolf out and almost kill him as well.
Vermilion missing another ult.
So Synergy in a very bad spot now, trying to harass that Harrower, not really doing too much. We went on Tinder right now, having the mobility to outrun Harrower is really coming in their favor there. You know, the multiple wind rushes and the rocket boots on, I think, 3 members of their team right now. Odell going in, catches Vermilion, unfortunately gets
Great stun.
stunned before his ultimate. He still uses it, but Vermilion already dead.
We call those insurance ultimates, where I come from.
I think he like saved his life there, maybe.
Yeah, very, very possible. As we can see, the from that though, you know, the potency of CC on Bo when he's coming in, I mean, he takes quite a while to really set up for a combo, and you know where he's gonna go in certain situations.
We see we've met on Tinder now, rotating over to Baldir the second that it spawns.
I believe this is their second one now, because they stole the other one from BLC with a very nice team fight.
Yes. And in response, we actually see BLC moving over to Sindara to see if they can steal that. The ability, or with Harrower's E, this makes it kind of a safe decision.
Yeah, we men on Tinder is not even. They decided to roam top for some reason.
Yeah, I think they're a little bit slow. I didn't really think that they would go do it, but they are now, and they are too late.
Bo getting a little bit angry there, seeing that Sindara was taken.
Yeah, I think this might be mostly just a trade of gold there, you know, between Boldir and Sindar, because right now, you look at the tower, there still is 2 towers in mid. I mean, it's low, but it'll give them, you know, 2 times 2 defend from the monkey here before hitting the generator. You know, I don't think it will actually reach the generator with its, you know, max health anyway.
Yeah, I like this Vermilion's build. I think he's going Titan Slayer as well as his third item, which would shred through their tank.
Yeah, he's building specifically to push and counter the tanks right now. What he needs to do.
Once he hits that item threshold, I think.
Team fights will definitely go a little bit better for BLC, I do agree.
Man on Tinder going straight up in the monkey's business there, while Harrow split pushes top. Looks like they're going to use this to buy time for Mango to split push the top tower, possibly. I know he actually is roaming down to help here. A bit late though, Monkey's already taken about half of his hit points.
Wolf disconnected.
Yeah, we do see Wolf was on his way back. Kind of see him turned around at this point. So one item that we see this game that we actually haven't seen in a lot of Gods of Strife is Seer's Eye. Zingod, we actually playing with you. I know that you're actually a huge fan of this item. How do you feel about its changes? Now that
Wait, it got
global?
changed?
It's now global. You can
Oh yeah,
press
yeah,
it
okay.
anywhere.
That changed. Yeah, that's it. That's definitely what it needed. Like the range on it before was just
Decent.
like why even have that mechanic in the game?
It was probably an initial balance thing, and then down the line they realized how it wasn't strong that way.
Yeah, but when you like think of League of Legends, they have like wards, and they had clairvoyance.
Yeah, but that was also a summoner spell, so you had to, you know, pretty much forego getting a pet, I guess you would say, in Strife, a certain pet, to get that, so.
Yeah, and that's why it's useless now.
Yeah, Seer's Eye is probably a pretty good pickup now, I would say.
Well, just the lack of wards in this game. It's
Yeah, it just increases its strength, you know, when you need to know when people are coming in from where and checking bushes, things like that, without any real danger.
There we do see the unpause coming out.
However, we saw earlier that Seer's Eye did not reveal Ray, which is very interesting.
I think he was just standing like right on the edge of that AoE.
Yeah, he was right on the cusp, and the monkey goes down there, and BLC does waste it. They may set up for Boldir here. Just up relatively soon.
We actually see that Seer's Eye coming out, trying to scout out the movement from We Met on Tinder. Missing though. Ooh, and Mango looks like he's about to
Take a Bastion to the face. The stun coming out from Shinergy to close out that with the Claudessa pull. Nice pick there, and it should let them push this tower. However, rotations are coming out from BLC.
Yeah, they really don't want to let go of this tower.
Bo is roaming up as well. Wolf, however, is not following. But he will now as Bo takes that ward, it looks like. Oh, turn back again.
Yeah, BLC just really needs to stall out this game. item threshold. I don't think they have any damage.
Yeah, I mean they did really well in the early game, but their team fight just cannot deal with all the CC from We've Been on Tinder right now, and the fact that the 3 tanks are extremely hard to kill, and mages can't really hurt them, and pretty much up to Titan Slayer at this point.
Yeah, and I feel like that item threshold is definitely really far away. We actually don't even see an Inferno brand in any of the melees on We've Been on Tinder. And once they finish that item, there's going to be a lot more, even more damage output coming out.
Yeah, now Moxie also picked up a Soul Stealer, so now he's a little bit harder to kill too. Oh, a big engage here. Clodessa Q pulling a lot of members there as Nikolai ults, and they're going to go down pretty fast. Now BLC on the run here. Wolf trying to get a kill on the Synergy there before he goes down, and he is going to go down there.
Yeah, there's some major wombo combos coming out there. Clodessa's Q, Moxie's ult, and Bastion's ult as well. I believe Ray even threw in an ultimate too. So.
Yeah, that was one of the worst places to fight a comp that We Met on Tinder is currently running.
Oh, Bastion's
Very bad
ult was actually
positioning.
down. Yep.
Yeah, Bastion never got to use it, but I mean between the bow ult and the Clodessa and all that, Moxie as well, it's pretty instant burst on about 4 members there.
Dark Wave.
Darkwave, Nikolai is still dead here. Darkwave should net them about 3 towers, I think.
Yeah.
They're trying to get that one in mid. Now Isaac on the run here. Wind rushes. He might barely escape here, actually. So they're going to try to hold him middle while the Darkwave pushes the other lanes, as 2 members of We Men on Tinder are also top lane. So now 2 towers down, the 3rd one getting rotated to by Dahlier. Really showing the power of the Darkwave being able to push multiple lanes.
Yeah, it seems like Wolf's potentially using or having some lag as well.
He'll crashed. And now we see, for the first time in the game, after that fight over at Boldir, Gold is in favor now of We Met on Tinder.
Oh wow, they were. I didn't realize that they were actually behind in gold. They just really definitely had the momentum most of the game though.
Yeah, once they started winning the fights, they were slowly overcoming that early game lead, and now they've doubled the lead they were against. So that really is going to play a large part into these future team fights, especially when, once again, they don't have the damage to kill the tanks right now.
Yeah, I feel like Wolf misbuilt. Really hurting their team. The other team has 3. Wolf isn't.
Wolf isn't connected. Wolf's still loading, yet they want them to unpause. I guess there's a little pause here. We can see we finally got that Inferno Brand and Clodessa that you were hoping for, T-Rav.
Yeah, and I'm sure Dahlier on bow that's going to be finished into an Inferno brand as well.
Yeah, I've been telling him to craft that more, so he's been crafting it more. I mean, it might also be an Iceforge plate. I think, honestly, they don't need that many Inferno brands, because Iceforge plate will really prevent the carries with Titan Slayer from killing them.
Yeah. It's kind of tough for BLC to kill one of the tanks at the moment. So perhaps if they all build damage, just one of them surviving is going to, perhaps what they need more of right now is damage. In all honesty, I don't feel like either item is right or wrong at this point.
No, of
Or
course not.
either item is wrong, I should
But,
say.
you know, the Ice Forge Plate against the Titan Slayer that will be coming out will be a huge counter to it. I've still got 3 Dark Wave alive down there pushing the bot lane. So they're going to try to siege the generator a little bit here. And mid as well. Now they're going to retreat, probably regroup for the Sindara. That's going to be up in about 20 seconds, it looks like.
Farming the jungle on their way out. Good tactic always, anytime that you take an objective.
Yeah, Mango
Need to
once
retreat.
again top lane here, so this Sindara should be under their control if they will it.
Yeah, I feel like Harrower is probably their only way of winning this game at some point if the other 4 members can manage to stall while Mango can create some pressure while split pushing.
Yeah, I know that has to be their strategy right now. Sindara now being started, but 2 members of BLC are top lane. So this gives Weemon on Tinder the ability to just take this and even push a lane too and force them back. Looks like Ganser is going to go deal with it.
Looks like you were also right on the bow pickup. It was a Ice Forge Plate instead of an Inferno brand.
Got him. Bastion might be building a full HP. Inferno brand or Ice Forge Plate. Tinder taking a lot of damage there as they try to push this tower. Looks like they're going to get it though. Mango not really caring about the damage coming out. Ganser keeping pretty safe distance.
Not too sure on BLC's.
So Mango going
decision
in on
making.
Ganser here, but that speed boost from Moxie just keeping him safe. Now Mango, you know, they're second most farm member here, not at that fight in mid, but Taylor taking a ton of Crux damage, running through the generator there, dying, going a little hard. Weemon on Tinder will have to back up here to
Yeah,
that.
he made a nice dash into the back line, but Tinder was able to make bind weave onto him, and I believe he tried to ult backwards at the same time he was stunned, and it may have just gone off as he became unstunned, and kind of put himself into an unfavorable position.
They still got their monkey on the way though, so hopefully in time for Del Res. Not going to be though. 20 seconds is a little too long.
Yeah, I believe
Might
they
have
could
to let
probably
this
still
one go.
They might still be able to take the generator here if Moxie roams all the way down. They have to know at this point that Harrower is going to continue split pushing. And they can actually see him now, so they know that it's a 4v4.
And Bo immediately going up top to stop Harrower from pushing too, so if he does catch him on the back here, it still will be a 4v4. Now Generator getting hopped on here by the Monkey. Dark Arbor going in with his ultimate. Isaac getting caught by the Blind Weed there. Wolf getting the ult, taking Dark Over up in the air. Ganser going really hard in the backline on Vermilion there and picks up a kill. And it looks like the Generator taking a lot of damage, and Bo did stop Harrower from coming, so he's not coming at all to this fight. Now they're going straight for the Crux. Probably just to get a little bit of extra damage and bait them out of the fountain. They do pick up another kill, I think, on the Tinder. So pretty nice there for Weemon on Tinder.
Yeah,
Dale just bullying Mango up there, sort of, but he's getting bullied back. Just trying to keep him out of the picture.
yeah, this is definitely in favor of We Met on Tinder too, because they need Mango to be pressuring objectives.
Ooh, Wolf getting caught by Claude SQ and the Bastion stun. And he will go down. Very surprised they didn't just, you know, let them run away. I guess they are trying to siege the Crux the best of their ability, and Bo keeps trying to stop Mango from backing here. He is doing just that.
Oh, good pickup by the Vermilion.
Yeah, you finally finished that Titans.
Yeah, I think they spent a little too long at the Crux there. I mean, they did pick up some extra kills, but Look at the top generator now. Getting a lot of damage there from creeps too. I didn't even notice that until now.
Oh, TP by Tinder. Throwing down a plunder and ultimate, but maybe a little bit too late.
The generator now really low though.
Oh, looks like that little fiasco play did grant them a Baldir. Which at this point I would say is probably a win. They needed something to get their spirits back up.
Yeah, I think that was their first Baldir of the game though, if I'm not mistaken. Might be
have been
number
number
2
2.
actually. Yeah, so they might be able to do a Dark Wave push soon. Wingborn on Tinder has a pretty commanding gold lead now. About 18,000. And
BLC
power
has finished
conduits. Oh, go ahead.
items. I was just saying that BLC finished most of their big ticket items, so they have a chance. But they just have to position properly.
Like some of the mages on moving on Tinder, I was about to say, had picked up their power conduits, so now they're going to be doing a lot of damage on those without resistance. But I think they still need a Grimoire to deal with Mango. A little too tanky for them to burst down immediately.
Yeah, and the
Might be a
tanks
good
over
pick
on
off
Levi
right
and
here.
Tinder did finish up their Inferno Brand and Ice Forge plates too.
Oh, Dark Armor going in on Mango, who was trying to dive in on the Synergy there. The other getting an ult, pushing them in the right next to him. And they're all diving onto the Ray there, but he Void Keys and lives as Wolf drops whoever he was holding there and walks away to safety. But now they're a 5v3 Ether Generator. Odell getting a nice stun onto Wolf there. As they're coming in to try to get a cleanup there, and they missed the kill. I guess he misclicked and didn't auto attack there.
Yeah, he just kind of stopped.
It was like
Gave him
a
the
really
stink
weird
eye.
pause. But they're going to rotate towards the mid generator now as well. Oh, Ganser getting left behind, almost jumped on.